601. Run, take a risk, be open to danger or loss, unprotected.
Everyone is sick in your friend's house. If you go and visit him, you are running the risk of getting sick too.
602. Run down, in bad condition.
Nothing seems to be working in this car. It seems to be very run down.
603. Scalper, a person who buys a ticket at the regular rate and sells it at a profit.
There were many scalpers selling tickets before the game.
604. Scam, a plan to cheat someone.
The woman finally got in trouble, because it was found out that she was running a scam.
605. Scatter around, carelessly put in errant places.
Clothes were scattered around the messy room.
606. Scrape the bottom of the barrel, take whatever is left after best has been taken.
We need to find employees for the new company, but all the talented ones are already working. It looks like we need to scrape the bottom of the barrel and hire people with less talent.
607. Scrape together, get money little by little.
I'll need to scrape together some money so that I can buy your car.
608. Scratch the surface, merely begin to understand or accomplish something.
He has been looking through the accounting books to find all of the errors. There seems to be so many that he is only beginning to scratch the surface.
609. Scrounge around, look in a lot of places for a certain item.
I need a 2-inch screw that will hold a part tight in the light fixture. I've been scrounging around for an hour, but can't seem to find one.
610. Second hand, not new, previously used.
The little girl has been wearing second-hand clothes from her older sister for the past year.
611. See daylight, achieve or expect a favorable result.
Now that most of the inventory is done, we are beginning to see daylight.
612. See eye to eye, have the same opinion, agree.
My partner and I are splitting up. We do not see eye to eye.
613. See red, become very angry.
I saw red when he told me that he wouldn't be at work tomorrow.
614. Sell like hotcakes, sell quickly, rapidly.
His CD is becoming so popular, it is selling like hotcakes.
615. Sell oneself short, underestimate oneself.
Even though she is the only one who knows how to fix all of the computers, she doesn't realize how valuable she really is. She is always selling herself short.
616. Send someone packing, tell someone to leave, dismiss.
When he broke up with his girlfriend, he didn't want her living in his apartment anymore. He sent her packing.
617. Serve time, be in jail.
He served time in the county jail for driving without a driver's license.
618. Set one back, cost.
These new shoes set me back $200.
619. Settle down, live a quiet normal life.
After they marry, they plan to move out into the country, settle down and have a family.
620. Shape up, begin to act and look right.
The schoolboy was hitting other children and talking out in class. He was told by the teacher that he better shape up or he will have to stand in the hallway.
621. Sharp, smart, witty, quick thinking.
The supervisor is very sharp. She knows how to quickly fix any problem that may arise.
622. Shell out, pay.
We shelled out a lot of money to eat at that fancy restaurant.
623. Shook up, upset, worried, fearful.
I got all shook up when I heard the awful news.
624. Shoot full of holes, find great fault with.
I thought my idea was great, but my boss said it would never work. He shot it full of holes.
625. Shoot the breeze, talk idly or gossip.
Let's go out after work and shoot the breeze for a while.
626. Shop around, look in many stores.
She shopped around for the perfect dress to wear to the party.
627. Shoplifter, one who steals goods from stores.
The shoplifter was stealing some merchandise and was caught by the security guard.
628. Short end of the stick, unfair, unequal treatment.
I was the only employee who had to work all weekend. I got the short end of the stick.
629. Shrug off, dismiss, not be bothered or hurt.
Even though his classmates treated him badly, he didn't let them bother him. He always shrugged their mean comments.
630. Sick and tired, disliking some continual behavior, annoyed.
I am sick and tired of listening to the loud music that my neighbors are always playing.
631. Side with favor, support one position in a dispute.
My father always sided with my sister even though he knew she was wrong.
632. Side swipe, hit the side of a car.
My car needs to be repaired. It was side-swiped by a bus on my way to work today.
633. Simmer down, become quiet, calm.
The teacher told the children to simmer down because they were too loud.
634. Sink one's teeth into go to work seriously.
I can't wait to sink my teeth into this exciting new project.
635. Sink or swim, fail or succeed by your own efforts.
This venture is going to be successful or a complete failure. It's either going to be sink or swim.
636. Sit right, be acceptable.
His father doesn't want him to go to a faraway university. It doesn't sit right with him.
637. Sit tight, wait patiently.
Sit tight while I run back to my house and get my keys.
638. Sitting pretty, in a favorable situation.
Their team is 40 points ahead in the game. It doesn't look like they can lose. They are sitting pretty.
639. 6 feet under, dead.
The old man that used to live in that house is now 6 feet under. He died a few months ago.
640. Size up, form an opinion, assess.
Before I can give you my opinion, I need to size up the situation.
641. Skeleton in one's closet, a family secret.
She has always seemed distant and secretive. She has many skeletons in her closet.
642. Skip, forget, pass over.
The teacher needed to skip a few questions on the test because he ran out of time.
643. Sky high, expensive.
After purchasing the new bed with all the sheets and pillows, the bill was sky high.
644. Sleazy, shoddy, dirty, in poor condition.
Her apartment was sleazy. There was dirt and garbage all over the floor.
645. Sleep on it, think about, consider, decide later.
Even though you want me to take the new job, I need to sleep on it before I give you my decision.
646. Slip one's mind, be forgotten.
I'm sorry I missed our appointment. It must have slipped my mind.
647. Slob, a person who isn't clean and neat.
I don't think that man has washed his clothes in 2 weeks.
He looks like a slob.
648. Smell a rat, become suspicious.
When $6,000 was missing from the company, I began to smell a rat and thought it may be internal theft.
649. Smooth something over, make better or more pleasant.
Even though there has been many family problems, her mother likes to smooth everything over and act like things are all good.
650. Snap, an easy task.
Putting these folder files in order won't take very long. It is a snap.
651. Snap out of it, free oneself from the control of panic, fear, hysteria.
He was upset and crying so hard that he couldn't snap out of it.
652. Snow job, insincere or exaggerated talk intended to trick or impress.
Even though he never worked a day in his life, he told everyone that he was a successful attorney. He was giving everyone a snow job.
653. Snowball's chance in hell, no chance at all.
We've got a snowball's chance in hell to win the lottery next week.
654. Sob story, sad story that makes the listener sympathetic.
The boy forgot to bring in his homework. He gave his teacher a sob story and told her that his dog ate it.
655. Sore loser, person who gets angry when he loses.
That little girl is a sore loser. She cries every time she doesn't win a game.
656. Sort of, almost, not quite, similar to.
I'm not sure what color this shirt is. It is sort of blue and sort of green.
657. Sourpuss, a disagreeable person who seldom smiles.
My teacher is always in a bad mood. He is such a sourpuss.
658. Spick and span, very clean, very neat.
Now that we have cleaned our house, it looks spick and span.
659. Spill the beans, tell a secret, inform.
She found out a secret and told all of her friends. She spilled the beans.
660. Spine-chilling, terrifying, thrilling.
I don't think that young children should see this movie. It is spine-chilling.
661. Spitting image, exact resemblance.
The boy is the spitting image of his father. They look like twins.
662. Split hairs, make trivial, unnecessary distinctions.
The lawyers were splitting hairs over the wording in the contract.
663. Split up, separate.
Although they have been married for over 25 years, the couple decided to split up because they could no longer get along.
664. Splurge, spend a lot of money for something.
When it came to buying a new car, they splurged and bought one that was luxurious.
665. Spoiled, getting and expecting everything one wants.
Their children are so spoiled. They have every toy that you can imagine and don't seem to be appreciative.
666. Sport, a person generous with money.
He took me out to dinner and paid for everything. He was very sporty with his money.
667. Spring, pay.
Because he just won some money in a contest, he sprang for dinner.
668. Spruce up, clean, redecorate.
We wanted to make our home look good for the holiday party. We spent days sprucing it up.
669. Square one, in the beginning.
Now that the computer had lost all the information in the report, we will have to begin at square one.
670. Squeal inform.
Even though he was involved in the bank robbery, he squealed on his partner so that he wouldn't have to go to jail.
671. Stab someone in the back, betray someone.
We were always so friendly in the office. I cannot believe that he stabbed me in the back and tried to have me fired.
672. Stand, tolerate, like.
The president would not stand for corruption in his administration.
673. Stand on one's own 2 feet, be independent.
Once he graduated from college, he was able to get a job and an apartment and he was able to stand on his own 2 feet.
674. Stand someone up, fail to keep an appointment or date.
They decided to meet at 6 o'clock. She waited for him for an hour and then realized that he stood her up.
675. Stand up to someone, be brave, courageously confront someone.
Even though the bully was twice his size, the boy wasn't afraid and was able to stand up to him.
676. Start the ball rolling, take the initiative, begin an action.
It takes approximately 1 year to be accepted into that school. We completed an application to start the ball rolling.
677. Stay away from, avoid.
I always try to stay away from mean people.
678. Stick one's neck out, look for trouble, take risks.
Although I had nothing to do with the problem that he was having, I stuck my neck out to help him.
679. Stick it out, endure, continue.
The girl was miserable at sleep-away camp, but she only had 1 more week before it was over. She decided to stick it out and stay.
680. Stick to one's guns, to defend an action or an opinion despite an unfavorable reaction.
Everyone told me this idea was stupid. I didn't listen to them and stuck to my guns.
681. Stick up for, defend, help, support.
Even though everyone makes fun of her friend at school, she always sticks up for her and stands by her side.
682. Stink, to be extremely bad quality, to be terrible.
I was treated badly on the phone when I called the company about the problem I was having. I think their customer service department really stinks.
683. Straight from the horse's mouth, directly from the person involved.
Even though we all heard about the John's accident, it was nice to hear about it from John himself. We finally heard it straight from the horse's mouth.
684. Straighten out, put in order.
He spent Saturday straightening out his clothing drawers and making everything neat.
685. Strapped, having no money available.
Can you please buy my lunch today? I am strapped for money until payday next week.
686. Strike while the iron is hot, take advantage of an opportunity.
He has been working very hard on his new business. It has been taking and he wants to strike while the iron is hot.
687. Strings attached, restraining circumstances, obligations.
He became company president, but he had to marry the owner's daughter. There were strings attached.
688. Stuck, unable to understand.
I am stuck on this math problem and I cannot figure it out.
689. Stuff, things.
We need to buy a lot of stew for the party.
690. Stuffed shirt, a person who is rigid or too formal.
It is fun working in my office. Everyone likes to laugh and have a good time except for Ed. Ed is always serious, businesslike and never wants to relax and have a good time. He is such a stew Ed shirt.
691. Swamped, overwhelmed.
I need to complete 4 reports by tomorrow. I am swamped with work.
692. Swan song, final appearance.
The actress died after completing the role in this movie. This was her swan song.
693. Sweat bullets, be nervous, be very hot.
I didn't know how the interview would go and was very nervous. I was sweating bullets.
694. Sweatshop, a factory that has poor conditions, long hours, low pay.
I feel bad for people who have to work in that chemical plant. I have heard it is like a sweatshop in there.
695. Swell, terrific.
Your boss has said great things about you. She says that you are a swell guy.
696. Take a beating, lose money.
Last year, everyone took a beating in the stock market.
697. Take a crack at, try, attempt.
Even though you tried to fix the toy and couldn't, let me take a crack at it.
698. Take advantage of, treat unfairly for your own gain, make good use of time or conditions.
Because I had a few days of work, I took advantage of all the time I had to read a few books.
699. Take after, resemble or act like a parent or relative.
I see that he takes after his dad in his ability to play basketball.
700. Take it, endure trouble, criticism, abuse, pressure.
Everyone in school told her how ugly and stupid she was. She was unable to take it and eventually changed schools.